Mod pie.
Yes.
Yes. What does that shirt say?
I really enjoyed this episode.
There were ponies in it.
There were a lot of ponies.
And rocks.
Maud was very entertaining.
Maud was my favorite. The rest were
But seriously, Maud was awesome.
Maud was awesome. I feel like this lesson... I feel like Apple Bloom should have known about this. Or Apple Bloom. I feel like Applejack should have known about people like that already.
Why?
Her brother is an introvert, too. What is he? He said, yep. She'd think people who communicate differently would be something up her forte, Allie Forte.
Yeah, but... I think it's the lack of emotion that threw him off.
That's true. Big Mac at least shows emotion.
Big Mac, you could tell. He gets excited about stuff. He gets sad about stuff. He gets mad about stuff. You could see it on his face. You could see it in his body language. You can't do that with Maud.
Yep.
Maud is completely monotone. She is, as her coat, gray.
Yep. No. They can't see what I'm doing. This is going to be worthless.
Nope.
You remember Pinkie going smile, frown, with putting her hand over her face?
Anyway, moving on.
That's what I was doing. This was a good episode.
This was a great episode.
Because of Maud.
Maud was just... That was a perfect fit of dry humor.
It was.
Rock, you are a rock. Gray, you are gray.
Like
a rock, which you are.
I already memorized it, and I'm going to say that at work on Monday. I wrote a poem this weekend. It's about rocks. Rock. You are a rock.
These are my rocks. Sediments. Sediments make me sedimentary. I wish I could remember the line after that, and then I would actually make my own ending to it.
Yeah, really. That was a strange... That was a great experience right there.
You honestly can't top that, because what else would you expect from the Pie family?
Exactly. Well,
all the craziness went straight into Pinkie.
Yep. For sure. Pinkie was doing cartwheels in the background. I
don't know if you noticed, but I don't quite show enthusiasm like my sister. And she's, as Pinkie's cartwheeling in the background, still celebrating that, oh yes, they got to be friends.
This is more excited than I've ever seen her.
And she's standing there completely blank-faced.
Oh, and what about the scene at the end? I do love Pinkie Pie. What if you hadn't known anything about this episode with the face she made and just that scene showed?
Yeah, but who would actually just see this scene alone, though?
Nobody.
It's not really meme-worthy, considering, again, it's two sisters.
Rainbow Dash's necklace.
By the way, what do you think her cutie mark is?
I didn't see it.
They do actually show it for a very brief second.
It's probably a rock.
It is.
Did you see that one coming? I didn't.
So many people were wondering, what's her cutie mark? What's her cutie mark? When people actually went through and tried to see at one point if the frock she's wearing actually lifts up to show it, and it's a rock. Most people just went, I don't know what I expected.
It was a rock. I expected a rock. So
everyone expected a rock, but everyone was curious, what is it? What is it? Because Pinkie's is balloons.
It doesn't talk. It's a dress.
It doesn't talk. It's a dress. You were so curious about Maud, you had to look up that one line.
I had to look up one scene, and there was like all of her scenes.
Just her walking up.
Yes.
Her walking up, and then you got to it's a dress joke. You got the gist of, it's a dry humor character.
I laughed so hard. Doesn't talk. It's a dress.
It doesn't talk. It's a dress.
And Verity's reaction to that.
Oh God, what was with Verity's hat?
Giant hats. Friendship is witchcraft.
Please, I really hope that's not a reference.
Yeah. Because in Friendship is Witchcraft, she always says giant hats.
The Rock!
And Maud ate one!
Huh?
Sorry, I yelled again. Maud ate one.
Oh yeah, one
crunchy.
dropped in. Oh, and just when they're playing camouflage too.
Oh yeah.
That hat was just inconvenient until she threw it away. And once she threw it away, that just made things a lot easier. Because they even animated her head bobbing because it had that much weight.
Yeah.
Like her head was bobbing to it.
It's funny. It's crunchy.
It's crunchy.
She chewed up a rock.
And then she smashed a boulder.
That was pretty awesome. Someone has to insert that.
Oh, people have already did it all over the internet.
She broke a rock. I felt bad for hurting that rock, but be done.
Good God, she was fucking quick with it.
Yeah, really. So
And
she
you,
only has
and you
emotions
questioned
with
the
Pinkie
entire
Pie.
time why she had to put the helmet on and everything. Well, gee, wouldn't you want some safety gear if you were doing that?
Yeah.
She did that with her bare hooves, too.
She could have just eaten the rock.
I think it was too big for her mouth.
I know something that's too big for her mouth.
Ew.
Who?
Nah, one of the other reviewers already got dibs on Mod.
What? Oh, God. More of this. Surprised you could have made a Luna joke and you didn't.
Another reviewer has Luna, but so many others do too.
Yeah, well, they're all idiots. Well, I don't care.
I don't know, when you consider the female to male ratio.
Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
We were going back to, Mod. Jackhammer.
Mod's jackhammer skills.
That was awesome.
That was incredible. But, I don't know what else to say about her.
There's not a lot to say.
There's not a lot to say about her.
We have about as much to say about her as she would have to say about us.
She probably has a lot to think about us internally, but she won't say it.
I feel like her and Big Mac would get along very well.
She's not really into winning.
I'm not really into winning.
Oh God!
Didn't I rewind it for that?
The rock explosion.
How did you do that?
Where do you think that fell?
I think it fell in Philadelphia.
You think it fell in Philadelphia?
I mean, yeah, they rolled a bowl of insects to them.
I don't know. They take a train all the way to Philadelphia.
She threw it pretty far.
She did throw it pretty far, and that
It would be great if...
and that Paris Sprite ball did roll that way too.
I really wish that in the end they showed Celestia and Luna and they get a letter. Philadelphia again? Luna, I'll get it.
It flew in from Ponyville, just like that Paris Sprite ball. It rolled right in.
Whoever says Luna starts scratching her chin. Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
It showed like the Paris Sprite ball. Celestia kept it under wraps for some reason. You can't tell anyone about this, Luna. It would destroy the very fabric of Ponyville. What? What? And that's probably where the video would end.
That would be interesting.
So, oh boy, where were we on this?
Trying to figure out something to say about Maud. Do you think Maud would have fit with any other pony besides Pinkie?
No.
No?
Certainly not.
What if Maud was, say, Applejack's cousin?
No. I can't see it. Nope, it wouldn't work. It would be if she was Rainbow Dash's cousin.
Would she have worked just as well?
No. They should have an episode where
I don't think she would have worked just as well without Pinkie's overactive hyperness.
Yeah, really.
It was really Pinkie that made most of Maud's scenes hilarious.
It was the juxtaposition of...
They were funny with just Maud alone, but when you added Pinkie, that made him hilarious.
Yeah.
You couldn't have had Maud work off a better pony.
I still say that I want to see an exchange of conversation between Maud and Big Mac. That's a rock. Yup.
Oh,
he's probably thinking, I like her, she's quiet.
This is something from the Breezy's episode I forgot to bring up during the last vlog.
Yep.
You had an issue with the every pony saying.
Yeah.
And then we get to hear from Seabreeze's point of view, every Breezy. And we even get to hear everyone at some point when they're referring to Spike as well as the rest of the group.
Yeah, everyone. Whereas if it's ponies, and she says every Breezy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He.
I did it last time too. You mean, oh God, what's the cat's name? Tim Breezy.
Yes.
What if Tim Curry did that? If Tim Curry did that voice, I would die. Did I just say it did I say die? Rarity is rubbing off on me.
I would just die.
I would just die. No, you must be a little more... I just sounded like the one from Pony.MLP. Oh no, you must be mistaken.
Oh no, you must be simply mistaken.
I'm ever so sorry, but I don't understand that horrible taco language you're speaking.
Revolution. Oh, I was afraid you were saying that.
I was afraid you had said that. Oh, that was horrible to watch, because again, I'm a fan of Rarity, so that was both... You know what? Watching all of them in that video was painful. Especially Fluttershy.
Could you imagine if they watched it?
Has anybody made that yet?
I'm pretty sure it's out there as a comic.
I'm pretty sure Rainbow Dash would be like, what? They'd all be like that pretty much, I think.
Yeah, I know for a fact that there's a comic. It's just one frame and they all have one thing to say about it.
What is it?
I don't remember. You'll have to look it up.
Fluttershy would probably be crying.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Especially, I think they'd all look away when Rainbow Dash gets stem sawed.
Yeah,
Rainbow Dash would probably be the most
I'm not sure if there's a
horrifying.
whole reaction video of it, because, gee, it is like a freaking hour long.
Mm-hmm.
It would be interesting if all the cast actually decided to just...
Continue. I just have something to pull out. Remember, I was just talking about how they would react to Pony.MOV?
Yes.
Hang on, I have a picture for that. Continue to speak.
I actually lost track.
You were talking about...
But we should get back on actual subject.
Yes. Actual subject is, I enjoyed this episode very much.
Actually, do you want to know something interesting about Maud? She makes a slight cameo in Red Box.
I still will probably never watch that.
Hey, Rainbow Rocks is actually not that bad.
You know what Brian told me wasn't that bad?
Huh.
Polio.
Well,
But that has nothing to do with any of this.
Well, considering you're walking, you never actually experienced it.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah.
That's how Rarity would react. If you could pop the picture up there, that would be nice. But anyway...
Too lazy.
There's not a lot to say about Maud, because we have about as much to say about Maud as she would have to say about us.
They were pretty interesting people.
One of them was fat. One of them was tall.
The other one, they were both pretty tall. One was fat, one was really skinny.
One was a man who was not fat. One was a man who was not skinny. Had to work that in.
What kind of... That should be our little shout out to Night Vale if we ever do Snowdrift again.
For sure.
That's a lost project that's never been brought up.
It's not lost. It's
okay,
just misplaced behind ponies.
Yeah, it's been misplaced amongst the...
Jargon. Junk. Crap.
Whatever.
What were we talking about again? My Little Pony. Right.
Ponies.
Maud
and Pinkie in particular.
I think that they balanced each other out. I think that's why they enjoy each other so much.
Oh, definitely.
For sure. Like, even on the rock farm, it was probably Pinkie cartwheeling around.
Pinkie cartwheeling around.
Maud?
That made it hilarious. Again, it would have been funny with just Maud. Just Maud and everyone's reactions to her.
Yeah.
Like, she's not a character that you could have a whole thing entirely focused on without someone to bounce off of.
Yeah, really.
Like, we thought Applejack would have been dull with her focused episode.
Applejack is boring to me, but her family comes with her. Including...
Big Mac.
Yep.
Apple Bloom. Granny Smith.
Yep. Hey, yep. Wow. That was a good old lady voice. It didn't sound like her, but it was good. Would you hand me my teeth over there, please?
Okay.
Now I'm doing impressions, so let's continue with the episode. Maud, did we talk about the Rock Smash?
Yes, we did talk about the jackhammer.
Maud used Rock Smash.
Ooh.
Maud used Rock Smash. Pokemon. Fluttershy was funny in this one too. Oh, don't be afraid of the spider. Why am I doing it with an Irish accent? Oh, don't be afraid of the spider. Spiders keep other more dangerous bugs away.
You still
now
know
I
the
sound like
Irish.
I'm from within Cofferston. I was Carpathian. Carcinogen.
Oh, don't worry about the spiders. Although they look scary, they're really very nice, and they
Flower.
keep the more harmful insects away.
I was looking at the rock.
I was looking at the rock.
You know, I think that Fluttershy would want to learn about rocks too. That's part of nature.
I think Maud has a doctorate in
Rocks.
geology,
In other words,
the study of rocks.
rocks. I took classes on rocks.
Well, let's see. They all seem. Everybody seems to have a career, even the one-shots.
Mm-hmm.
At least with season 4, the one-shots we've seen.
Coco. Coco was my favorite, even though I hate her name.
Coco Pamel.
Thank you. I just enjoyed her. I'm not quite sure why. Like, not just that she did the right thing in the end. I feel like she wanted to do it from the beginning. She was a likable character.
Oh, yeah.
As little as she showed
She's
up.
actually a very well-liked character.
Yeah. I just thought of something. Is there a pony named Cinnamon Bun?
Does
he talk like this?
I'm not sure about that, but I really wouldn't doubt it.
If they did that,
If they made him talk like that, I'm pretty sure that people would get the reference.
yeah, it's Adventure Time.
Adventure Time really wouldn't mind, the makers of it. I don't think Cartoon Studios would care either.
I feel like they're kind of independent. I feel like they'd be honored by it. It's like the biggest cartoon ever just did a shout out to us.
Actually, Adventure Time and My Little Pony kind of hold the #1 spot on a lot of people's lists.
Yeah, Adventure Time. I like the ideas and the stories and the characters.
Split 50-50. Like, most bronies are Adventure Time fans. Most Adventure Time fans
not
are.
really. I have one thing to say about Adventure Time.
That's why I said most.
But what I have to say is, I love the stories. I love the ideas. I love the characters, the voices.
I have the Munchkin version of Adventure Time.
You told me.
If only we had another person, we'd be able to play it. We need
And
to get
Cards Against Humanity.
We need to get a third for this. End the game with your brother.
No.
Come on.
I have to win. That's the only way it can end.
Come on. We'd actually be able to get a game started.
What were we talking about? I will not end the game until I win. But back to this episode. What was I saying a minute ago? Before this?
Can't recall.
Man, it was a good point, and I don't remember. I still want to... I'm going to go back to this real quick. A conversation between Maude and Big Mac. I want to see it. Are you pushing those rocks? Yup. I like rocks. Yup. You're not much of a talker, are you? Nope.
I'm actually doing an impression while you were doing yours.
I could see it in my head.
I just see them kind of just
hanging out.
Just standing there looking around. Nice day.
Yep. Those are the only 2 words you use. Yep.
Nah, she wouldn't even. She wouldn't even.
Yes, she wouldn't
like
point that out
that.
because she wouldn't care. It's a nice day. Yep.
Like, they're into a deeper sense than even we are. At least when you get us together, we talk. And, like, even just people that generally go to cons.
Yeah.
Don't really get out that much, but...
When convention I was at last was scary. Because there were people everywhere. And they all wanted to kill me.
I had a fun time at MiniCon.
I kind of wanted to go, I just didn't have any money. And the only way I'm going to go to a convention is if I'm going to buy something.
It's always nice to reconnect with people that you haven't seen in a while. And there's a lot of... Ian was there. Naomi. Noelle.
Naomi?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that name, but I don't remember the person.
Short girl, glasses, short hair.
That sounded like Joanna until you said short hair.
Brown hair.
Oh, you know what? I remember who you're talking about now.
Okay.
Oh, she was crazy.
Yeah.
Literally.
Naturally, Joe didn't come out, but he never was the type for conventions.
Joe is a bit of a... Joe, you know what?
Chris Shipman was out there, too.
I spoke with Joe the other day. I brought up the subject of the show. And, of course, I brought it up in my usual way. I said, so I've been forced to watch 6 hours of My Little Pony. And then I said, is it bad that I kind of liked it? And he's like, no, just do your own thing. I don't see any problem with the show. And I'm like, I loved it. And,
Is he one too?
no. He watched a few episodes. It just, he didn't hate it, but it didn't click with him.
Yeah, it's not for everyone, but I can understand it.
Did I send you that SpongeBob picture? The only people who don't like My Little Pony have never watched it! Based on the Krusty Krab episode?
Yeah.
Or the Krabby Krusty?
That was a disturbing episode.
What? Am I gonna explode?
No, it will go right to your thighs,
My thighs?
and then you'll explode.
Seriously? And his head was in a bucket.
I remember my first Krabby Patty. Really?
Am I the only person in the world who wants to actually try a Krabby Patty?
No.
Let's make Krabby Patties. I think you'd make the meat out of seafood, right?
That'd be a little disturbing.
Oh, there's ground seafood.
Yeah, but it's the matter of...
Oh, right. Because they are fish. No, fish eat other fish all the time. We have to make it out of people then. Did I say that or just think it?
You said that.
Did I hop up happily while I said it?
Yes.
Well, everybody now you know. I'm a cannibal.
Actually, I do have burgers.
What's a burger? Whoa, I thought my cat was standing there for a second. Let's get back to this, because this is going way off subject.
It'd be a little odd if your cat was here.
More so than what I'm comfortable with.
Anyway, anything else to say about Maud?
She was awesome.
She was awesome. I really don't think she would have worked well with any other pony besides Pinkie. The monotone really would...
I feel like Rocky, if he has met her, obviously.
She's kind of like Daria and Raven mixed together. And
was Daria played by Tara Strong?
Huh?
Was Daria voiced by Tara Strong?
Nah.
No, I couldn't see it. No, her voice would not be right. I don't remember Daria's voice. I haven't watched the show. I know her from Beavis and Butthead.
Did she not sound like Raven?
She did.
Raven's
a brony.
You have the voice of Tara Strong.
Brony? Pegasus sister?
Pegasus sister.
She's a brony.
She watches Pretty Pretty Pegasus sister. Well, Pretty Pretty Pegasus. In the Abomination show of Teen Titans.
She made fun of it so hard there. Well, they made fun of it so hard there.
Yeah, that's a direct shout out to
the bronies.
Yeah, to the brony fandom. The fact of it's Tara Strong.
It would be great if she said something like, hey, these characters are pretty complex, you know. Or just like something to point to the fact that...
I think she actually does say that at some point.
Oh, she would have to. The stories are actually pretty good. Now I'm talking... Why am I doing that like Mud? The stories are actually pretty good. The characters are complex.
No, it's kind of that effect that she has.
And they're on the TV. Right. What's a TV? It's something I invented. I'm really good with electricity. For some reason she has wires in her hand at that moment. For some reason I'm really good with electricity.
I found some very shiny rocks. I figured out how to melt them down.
And then I ate them. Why did I do that?
Ow.
She ate a rock. I feel like her mouth is damage-proof.
But eating metal?
She ate quartz! Or what I can assume is quartz. Common stone, found in the ground.
Clear?
Sometimes. The clarity varies. Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's cloudy.
Okay, cloudy white like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It gets way cloudier than that, though. It goes from clear to cloudy. It depends on the amount of impurities in it.
I think that Rarity actually got those imported from the Crystal Empire.
That makes sense. Rarity. Rarity was funny in this one, too. Just for that one moment, it doesn't talk. It's a dress, and all she does is back off and stutter. Couldn't have thought something better to say there, Rarity?
What else could you say?
She could have got herself out of that situation.
I didn't mean the dress talk. I meant the...
Or just even say, I mean figuratively, what kind of a mood are you in? Oh, that sounds bad. Figuratively, what do you like about the dress? And then they could have gotten to talking.
What does the dress say about you? Well, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean what does it actually say. I mean, what are you expressing through it?
My poetry. It's about rocks. Rock. You are a rock. You are gray. Like a rock.
But yeah.
Which is what you are.
Could you imagine if she came back in season 5? If
she doesn't, I will be a little bit disappointed.
It would be awesome to see Maud come back. When I saw her as a human, I busted a gut when I saw... Just, seriously, you at least have to see Rainbow Rocks.
I might watch them in the future. What episode?
The movies are only like an hour and a half.
Maud's at one of those big events with Luna and Celestia. Luna's cooler. Duh. Yes, Rocky's with her. Luna's so much cooler than Celestia. Duh.
Raises a giant rock.
It's a giant rock.
She's the princess of the moon. It's a giant rock.
Then probably bump it. Then she'd probably very slowly bump his fist. Bump it. I can't see us, so it doesn't matter. That's the Maud bump. It's a very slow fist bump, people. It's really not that much. You can
raises
visualize
it up real quick, brings it over.
No, she uses it. Bring it in, or something like that.
Alrighty.
Bring it in. I just laughed. She said something like, bring it in. You know, like some people say, bring it in. Bump it. But anyway, well, this still has to do with Maud, so it still has to do with the episode.
What do you think her favorite type of music is?
Rock. I like rock
There are
music.
so many jokes to make with her.
Do you like metal, perhaps? Metal is like rock.
Yes.
Only harder, so I like it.
It's a little hard, but it's okay.
They're both listening to death metal. I really, 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 really love this. And just starts bobbing her head very slowly. If we were going to get content ID'd, I would animate these myself.
No, you'd visit the town that Pinkie and Rocky grew up in at some point.
Yeah.
That has to be an episode that we do.
Exactly. It looks so different. That joke is going to be in there. It looks so different since I've been back here.
What's with the constant overcast?
Yes, thank you. It's always over. Well, it's because they're all depressed. And they're burning wood. You said this, right? They're burning wood to bore into the ground? Like so they have open space or something?
Nah. Boring is the act of digging into the earth.
Maud is boring. You said that. I'm not going to take credit.
Nah, actually, from another
A joke that good just doesn't come up, so I don't read it. But where were we a moment ago?
The
about
pets
the rock
were
farm?
bored because this is boring, as in the art of digging into the earth.
Yes.
Nah, I think that it's at a constant overcast because, well, it's a rock farm to begin with. It's a quarry.
Yeah.
So I would think, well, not only would you have a lot of rock dust in the air as they're breaking them apart.
That's my favorite kind of dust.
On top of it, you can't have anything growing on the dirt because that would make for a difficult removal.
That's true.
So without the sun to actually grow anything,
yeah,
it's constant overcast.
Pegasus did it.
Yeah, the Pegasi did it.
Pegasus. That's Pinkie Pie said it when she was trying to pluralize.
And
yet in the comics...
And you're the grammar Nazi?
Well, Pinkie said it, so it was okay. No, Pinkie says the Pegasus... Well, let me make an observation here. Pinkie says Pegasus, yet in the comics, she believes the plural of dingus is dinkai. So she obviously has some command of the English language. And Dash is smarter than people think.
Yeah.
I keep seeing it in the comics and in the show. It's just something that's come up to me. She just doesn't want people to know it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3?
No.
Okay, that's going to be an interesting one. What is the next one after this? Okay.
Ooh, it's a Sweetie Belle episode.
Yes, it's a Sweetie Belle.
Which means they're Cutie Mark Crusaders.
Yep. The Cutie Mark
Belle.
Crusaders. And... I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Babs. No?
No.
Good. I don't need no Babs seat on this show.
I'm not going to spoil what's going to come to you.
Yo, we don't need no Babs seat on this show.
As a matter of fact, I might want to get some earmuffs for it.
Why, am I going to squeak? Okay. Well, we don't have... How long did we ramble? Oh my god, that felt so much longer than 30 minutes.
Huh.
But I have much more to say. Next episode is For Whom the Sweetie Belle Tolls. For whom the Sweetie Belle tolls! Time marches on! Is this going right over your head?
No, it's not going over my head.
So
I know Metallica, of course.
Oh god, I love that song so much. Can we listen to it after this? Fine.
Anyways, see you guys after the next episode.
Bye, everyone.